Now, next then, so we have just covered external tangents, where a line touches the outside of two circles at one point only on each circle. So they will be our external tangents. What we will now do is practice some internal tangents, where our tangent passes inside both circles and comes into contact with each circle at one point only. Now, once again, I have an A4 page in front of me. I've divided it down the middle, and I'm going to start on my left hand side here, and we're going to draw two circles. I'm going to draw one circle, radius 30, and a smaller circle, radius 15. Now, just quickly going back over what we did here for our external tangents. So at this stage, to actually draw the tangent, we reduce one circle to a point, and we notice that the larger circle got smaller by the same amount. With an internal tangent, it's slightly different what happens when we reduce one circle to a point. So I'm going to open up my SolidWorks sketch here again. You can see I have two circles, a large one and a small one. Watch what happens now when I reduce my smaller circle to a point. You will see that the larger circle has actually enlarged this time instead of reducing in size. So we've our two circles, we reduce the smaller one to a point, the larger circle gets bigger. It gets bigger by the radius of the smaller circle. So to bring that back to our drawing page in front of us, if I reduce my radius 15 circle to a point, my radius 30 circle is going to get 15 millimeters bigger. So this time I am going to add radius 30 and radius 15, which equals radius 45 for our larger circle. So grab your compass, set it to radius 45, and I'm drawing that radius 45 circle there. Now don't worry if you can't fit it fully in on the page. Once we have a good chunk of it there, then we'll be able to make it work. Next thing then, so forget about our radius 30 and 15 circle. Imagine this is now turned into a point, P, and we want to draw a tangent from P to the large circle. So imagine the construction that we will go through to achieve that. We would start off by joining P to the centre of the circle. We would then bisect that line. Right, so there's my bisector. I would then go and draw my semicircle on top of that line, like so. And what I would have then would be a point of contact from point P to the large circle, and it would be drawn like so. But I don't want to draw that tangent, but what I will do is draw the normal. So where my semicircle intersects my larger circle, I'm joining it back to the centre. That there is my normal, and what that will actually give me is my point of contact on my original radius 30 circle. We are then going to get our sliding set squares, and we're going to draw a second normal. Now this time we're going to draw the normal from the centre down. Okay, so the two normals are going opposite ways to one another. And that is going to give me my point of contact. Now we have 2 points of contact. And that there is my internal tangent, so it passes inside both my original circles. So that's our internal tangent. And I'm going to go and practice another one on the right hand side of the page. So I'm going to go this time now, and I'm going to draw one circle, a larger one, radius 35, so that there is radius 35. And I'm going to draw a smaller circle, radius 20. And I want to draw an internal tangent like so, which passes through the middle or the center here between both the circles. Now, what I am going to do, so I'm going to reduce my smaller circle to a point. As that reduces to a point, my larger circle will get bigger by this radius. So I'm going to add radius 35 plus radius 20, which is equal to 55. And I'm going to draw a larger circle, radius 55, like so. Next then, I'm going to call that point P, and I want to imagine I'm drawing a tangent from P which touches off that larger circle. So I would begin by joining P to the center of the circle. I would bisect the line. Like so, and then I would draw in my semicircle, and that would give me a point of contact. If I was drawing a tangent from P to the outside of that larger circle, I would now have my tangent. But I don't need to draw on that tangent. What I will draw, like before, is I'll join that point to the center of the circle, and I will get my normal, where the normal intersects my radius 35 circle. I have my point of contact. I am going to draw another normal parallel down the way from the center of that smaller circle. So those two normals are parallel to each other, and that gives me my second point of contact. My tangent then I will find by joining both points of contact. And there's my tangent. So that is how we would draw an internal tangent.